Hi guys, I just thought I'd jump on just to do a video recap of today's free trades. One on Euro USD. GBP USD was similar but didn't actually tag what would have been my entry. And then a sell and a buy on us30. I'm not going to delete any of my markings because otherwise it'll turn into a massively long video. But obviously this is downtrending, but I've got this yellow line here. I'll show you the imbalance in a minute. It's in a previous low as well, so it came out of the Asian session, as you can see here, this morning, and obviously had this filled this imbalance pretty much perfectly into an order block that I had marked previously. So I'll just go and show you that. So just following the line along, just so you can sort of see, and obviously it taps into this previous low, and just bar replay it. So obviously it comes deep into that, so that's a good indication of me that we might get decent buys. So there's the imbalance there. There we go. As you see, the one that's down here is, I'm not keen on that. But this here, obviously I could have marked it lower down, but I wanted to make sure, and I think it does fill it about perfectly. But I just wanted to make sure it definitely hit my yellow line, because I didn't want to be put off by it not reaching it. So as long as it touched the yellow line or past it at that point, I'd be happy, as long as it don't start breaking lows. So that's the imbalance anyway. So get back up to normal price action. So it comes down, it comes out of Asia session, and then it fills the imbalance, and then obviously from filling the imbalance here, set a later set of this wick high here, test it here, doesn't break it, just shy of an equal high. But eventually it does break it up here. So as soon as this candle here, I'll just point it out. That candle there, because obviously that's the one, no sorry, it's the one next to it. That one there. That candle there, that's the one that takes price above that wick to the left where the change of character levels from. As soon as that one happens, obviously it goes off. I'm then looking for an entry, which is, it's often the lowest imbalance or the one that directly is responsible for causing the break of the high. So I'll bar replay it, because I know, I mean, it looks okay on the 1 minute, to be fair, so you could have caught it even if you don't have that. But at this point is when I would generally be looking for the entry. And obviously I'd drop to the lowers. Not the cleanest to read, but I'll show you. So what drew me in was this candle here. Obviously all these imbalances disappeared once you get to the 5 second, and then obviously there's liquidity under this here. So obviously price could target that, sweep this liquidity. People will think that's a resistance or whatever, I don't know. And then obviously sweep into the point of interest here. So pending would be on from there, basically, after the 1 minute change of character, from the point that it's basically at now. And then targets just are, I've had these previous imbalance marked out. I marked these this morning. I'll just show you them. Just bits of imbalance. Some of them not the best, but some of them start getting high. So nice one here. And then obviously we've got possible liquidity up here and maybe up here. ignore this one. This was yesterday's a ballsed up an entry. It is what it is. So yeah, targets are these imbalance fills. Conservatively, just shy of this. One of these imbalances perfect. I was confident it was going up to at least this one anyway. My concern was that it might hit this and create more liquidity, which it has actually done, and I'm hoping that I'll show you as it sort of like as I take it off, but creates more liquidity. I think it's just literally this minute broken below the point of interest, so I'm glad I did take it out at me just shy of my target up here. But effectively it's created a trend line here. Maybe in the next couple of days, maybe price will come and sweep this into this imbalance and then continue lower, because my trade that I was looking for yesterday, my target was actually this imbalance even lower here. So this was only ever going to be a short-term buy because we are bearish, and I was looking to target this imbalance down here even lower, which I'll show you now. But it's not really relevant to today's entry. But as you see, this big huge imbalance down here to be filled. It might even go lower, but I'd, that point there would be an overall target. Even marked it for you all the other day. So that's that. Again, just to reiterate, important thing is major imbalance fill, change of character, mitigation, then goes off and does its thing to its target. 1 to 10, nice and straightforward, easy enough. So I'll move on to the US30. So obviously I said this morning that whenever EU and GU give opportunities, what I've noticed is that US30 has also given an entry, but later on. So with that said, it's just the same. Obviously this one's all-time high, so looking for an imbalance above is difficult. So it's just more difficult thing. So we've got creates a high anyway, and then it breaks this. I mean, you'd maybe class this one here, maybe this one here as you break a structure. It does both. It does quite a few, to be fair. Even does stuff down here. Even these down here, it breaks all them. Possible equalish lows here as well. And then, like I say, changing the character mitigates. So you'd have missed this on the 1 minute. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate because I've never actually seen the 1 minute be worse than the even higher time frames. You'd have caught that on the 5 minute. I think the actual 5 minute would have been the cleanest looking time frame and the tightest entry. But yeah, I don't recall ever really seeing that. I think it's just if you'd have shifted time across a minute later, it would all look very different. But so it's just unfortunate. But I was looking, what I've got marked up as my green box is the 5 seconds. So obviously it changes character there. This is where the imbalance, you got imbalance here. So I marked it from this little wick here to the wick high. Could have maybe got it tighter, but I'll always advise to cover the high plus spreads anyway. So, and then obviously you've got targets, which are down here. So I've had these marked up, so these are all imbalances here. Obviously this one looks really appealing. So you've got trendline liquidity here, sort of major sweep of any liquidity anyway. fills imbalance or whatever, and then it rockets from that point there. So I'll just show you the bottom couple just so you can sort of see what I'm looking at. So obviously this lowest one here, got this huge imbalance here. That one there looks terrible on this time frame, assuming it was lower I marked it on. So it looks a bit better on the 5. But the one lower down is so big that it's just, I always prefer it to aim for there. So that's obviously targets. So it's not one the tightest of entries, but even so, it goes 1 to 16. If you'd have matched the fight off the 5 minute directly, like I say, you would have very much possibly got a better risk to reward. But then obviously as it's come down to fill the imbalance, I had the marked at the lowest, done exactly the same thing again, filled an important imbalance here, character, so it breaks above these, this candle here breaks above, and then obviously it comes back and mitigates an entry. You won't really see that on the 1 minute, I don't think, unless you had this from this level here, pretty much where the yellow line comes through, cover the low. I think it's on the 5 second that becomes a bit clearer. So I'll just start from the bottom here, on the very low. No real imbalance in here, nothing stand out. Maybe this, but it's pretty much covered by this. And then once we get up here, this here, good little bit of imbalance in here. And then obviously, as you see, it tags it absolutely perfect. I've only marked that because I see other people was sort of like looking to get in from there. Not anything that I took. I didn't like out in there, so and then it's gone to where it's gone. Created equal highs. Just depends if it comes lower and takes them or takes it out before it goes. But possible 1 to 8, just over. But yeah, this, I mean, I don't think I'd have been holding it past this point anyway, because this big impulsive push looks like a sweep. So we've got all this liquidity swept in there. There is little bits of imbalance above, so it very much could go higher, but it's got a lot of price action to go through, and nothing stands out major as an imbalance to target. So I don't know where it's going, but possible 1 to 16 and a 1 to 8, all within the space of 3 hours 45 minutes. 1 to 10 on EU this morning. 140, possible 42 Irish there, but give or take your pick from that. Happy days.